What's up guys, Patrick here at Spartansuppz.com, along with
Maddie from Spartansuppz.com as well.
So this is going to be our weekly, maybe fortnightly edition. It's going to be a little behind the scenes, so it's going to be showing you the products that are back in stock, new products, what's in the product pipeline at Spartansuppz as well as a little bit of behind the scenes and some Q&A to answer the commonly asked questions through the sales inbox, through Facebook pages, Snap, IG, all of the different channels.
And we'll cover anything that's cool that's happening in the industry at the minute.
Yeah, trending topics as well.
Yeah.
So a little bit of who we are. So I guess I'm the boss man here at Spartansuppz. I look after all sorts of stuff. Definitely run, most important part, run Snapchat. That's pretty much the daily. I don't do anything else other than that. But I also look after the international brands that we import into Australia. So you've got Redcon1, Blackstone Labs, Primeval Labs,
Killer Labs, Dark Metal, Hybrid Nutrition,
Cage
Muscle. That's one of the new ones. Steel Subs.
Steel Supplements. Yeah. So yeah, mostly all the importing stuff, apparel, so on, and a little bit of everything, I guess. Maddie, however, is our sales manager and looks after a lot of our domestic brands.
Yeah, so the ones that everyone knows about, your Optimums, your BSNs, plus a lot of new ones that we've got coming up, because alongside us bringing stuff in, there's a lot of good people that are bringing in a lot of cool, interesting products that we're jumping on board with. So
we like to work with all the best people from anywhere, whether it's in Australia or around the world directly, to bring you the best possible brands and products and supplements from wherever they may come from.
Yeah.
So, topics for today, Maddie?
We've got products dropping soon, new products, and also our Q&A section. So
big three. We're going to try to keep it to 3 questions a week and cover them a bit more in depth, but we'll see how it goes as the episodes progress.
We'll start off with the products that are dropping soon, because that's everybody wants to know. Start off with our friends from Dark Metal. We've got Manson and Thrasher, the reformulated versions, arriving in
probably a week or so. Maybe end of next week, if not early the week after. Very much looking forward to having this back. Heavy hitter, stim heavy products, very high energy, feel good products, and
took me by surprise is the demand for it.
Yeah, they're rocking it off. We went through that first shipment real quick. It went fast, so they'll be back real soon.
Yeah. Another 2 new products from our good friends at Primeval Labs, Neanderthal and Mega Pre.
So Neanderthal is their complete male health product / testosterone booster. I hope Anthony doesn't roast me for saying the word test booster in that, because he was very specific. That will be here 2 weeks. Mega Pre is their complete non-stim pre-workout, which is going to be maybe 3 or 4 weeks for that one.
Yeah. From Blackstone Labs, their newest product, Recomp RX.
As the name suggests, it's a recomposition product to both increase muscle and drop body fat. Under 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks max.
Yeah. From BSN, 2 new products to the Australian market. Their Fat Burner Hyper Shred and Endo Rush. I give that, this will be here this next week, so within 7 days.
And there's two sizes?
2 sizes of Hyper Shred, 4 flavours. Endo Rush, I think there's about 4 or 5 flavours. Yeah, we'll release some more information on that.
Very cost-effective product.
Very cost-effective. Another 2 new products from a brand that we looked at previously, but we didn't introduce it just due to the DMHA type of things, from Spartan Nutrition, Kraken and Kraken Pump.
Yes, I had a little bit of a sneak peek last night. I was chatting to our friends at the distributor for Spartan in Australia last night in the wee hours of the morning. Formulas look dope. Cool products, cool packaging. I think they'll definitely get around really well, and they will be here in the next week.
From the one that everybody wants to know about, coming back very soon, Redcon1 Total War and Double Tap.
Finally, this is going to maybe break the internet when this stuff hits the shelves. They will be back in 2 weeks at most. 6 flavours of Total War, 2 flavours of Double Tap. We are doing a new supplement review on Total War because it's sort of a new product. We've also got a couple of videos dropping on, we shot with Mr. Slingerman on Double Tap and Total War, a bit of an info shot. So stay tuned for those videos. I'll go over those in more detail.
Absolutely. They're the products that are dropping soon. So new products that have landed and are available at the minute. One that has gone absolutely gangbusters. Killer Labs Destroyer and Exterminator's back in stock.
Destroyer destroyed sales. It seemed to have blown up very, very quickly. Definitely a very complete, high-energy, stim-based pre-workout. But quite
transparently labelled
now,
too.
transparently labelled. Yep. The supplement review on this just went up, I believe, last night. So go check that out for all the details on that. But if you like a slap-in-the-face, stim-peak, strong pre-workout, this is the one you want.
With a really good euphoric feel.
Yeah,
like, it's not a method feel.
It's quality and stim-peak together.
Yeah. New brand altogether, Steel Supplements. So this was a big deal.
I have a massive man crush on Paterson. They're probably the most jacked Asian you've ever seen. Very authoritative and definitely no bullshit when it comes to supplements. So we've got a whole bunch of their products. We've got the Charged AF, the Pumped AF, which is the non-stim pre-workout, ATP Fusion, their Crealkaline creatine product,
BCAA, EAA mix,
the Rested AF, which is their sleep formula, and then
the one that's sold out, first shipment sold out. Very quickly.
Anabolic, their complete intra-workout powerhouse.
Not just a BCAA like everybody thinks it is.
Not by any stretch of the imagination. Go watch pause that. I'm going to link it in the description box down below. As that is one extremely impressive product. So yes, all Steel stuff except for Anabolic, which is already sold out, is available. If you want to get some quick because we underestimated the demand.
Yeah, absolutely. An Australian brand that we've sort of we've increased a lot with because there's been a lot of demand and the response has been really good is Body Science. So started off with their low carb bars. They've just introduced 4 new flavors.
Yeah,
and they are, if you've never tried these bars, try them.
They're the best tasting bars.
And
they're like excellent macros with fat dog taste.
Yeah,
it's like the ideal.
Not chewy, not this. They're just, you have to try them. It's as easy as that. We got their Hydroxyburn Shred Powder. Their Hydroxyburn Lean 5, which I've just released, got word on that we will have the new flavour, vanilla choc chip with completely gluten-free choc chips this time next week. Nice. We have also got the all-new, we're one of the first to get it in the country, Hydroxyburn Clinical, which is a cortisol-reducing fat-burning agent. Very in-depth, very science-based.
It's a very unique product.
Yeah, very unique.
Like, if we said it was a blend of products, to me it seems like a blend of, if you took T432 from ATP and mixed it with CornRx, it's
with a little bit of energy added to it. Not crazy amounts, but they're one of the only companies to use this certain ingredient and things like that. It was all top secret until the day before release, and we tried.
Sent us a lovely couple of care packages.
Oh my lord! Yeah, 10 points, absolutely. Another US brand that we caught up with at the Olympia, Man Crush Monday / Everyday. Chris Gethin's Cage Muscle.
We'll sort of pick for the overlay here. Chris Gethin, probably the most authoritative person, and voted #1 trainer in the world.
Yeah, his best saying is like, knowledge without mileage is bullshit.
Yeah,
so
he certainly
he practiced. The guy's 110, 120 kilos. He's just competing in Ironman. He's now doing an ultra marathon.
You're not very tan, you're very jacked, and you're very fit in all aspects of the world. So. Whole cage muscle lineup, pre-cage, in-caged, their
fermented glutamine, clean burn, their non-stimulated capsule fat burner, creatine HCl in caps, powder and unflavored powder and lemon lime powder, and also a really unique sort of product in a lot of sense, HydroCharge, which is their hydration-based product. Got lots of I suppose if you had to compare products, it's sort of like a juiced up from Blackstone Labs with the phytonutrients and greens formula with some extra electrolytes and coconut water, all that sort of stuff. So it's something sort of like a general health type of product.
All cage muscle now available, and there is more flavours coming out on the next shipment as well.
Yes. In the Spartansuppz apparel range and gym accessories, lifting straps now available, and our performance grips in a smaller size.
So figure 6 lifting straps, your regular ones you used to throw around the bar, and my personal favourite, the lifting grip. So they're smaller size for the people either like small females or people like myself that have baby-sized wrists. You probably find that the other size is a little on the bigger side for bigger boy wrists.
Yeah.
So they would have added the small size variation to cover all the wrists from small females and myself all the way to actual males.
Yeah. Another one that has gone absolutely gangbusters since we've sort of like made it available is Redcon1's Isotope in the new flavours.
Yes.
So that comes in five flavours.
Isotope is one that I've been a massive fan of. I tried this, it was the first product I've ever tried from Redcon1 at the Olympia last year. I don't like peanut butter flavoured proteins, and this was delicious. I had it every single day. So there's 5. There's chocolate, vanilla, peanut butter chocolate, cake batter, and the one that matters, and the other ones don't really matter at all, is mint chocolate ice cream. It is unbelievable. It's like melted mint chocolate.
Get these while you can, because supply is, like, we do sell out all the time of these.
The demand exceeds the supply, and it is absolutely. I think they've done a 9 out of 10 product, which is about as good as you can get.
A 12 out of 10 flavour and texture.
Flavors and texture is just unbelievable.
Absolutely.
So big fan. And there's a lot more coming.
Supply is going to get much, much better.
But yes, you'll absolutely love that. Try that mint chocolate chip.
Speaking about supply, one thing we're always out of, we did have and don't have at the time of video, Milky Way protein bars.
So these bloody Mars protein bars in general are just stupid popular. So there's a Mars, a Snickers, a Mountie, and now they're what was a Milky Way. Hopefully they'll be back in stock end of next week.
Yep.
When if you see on Snap or IG Story or any of our socials they're in stock, jump online like within the minute and get some, or within the day at the worst.
How many emails, messages, PMs, DMs we get is like, I wanted to get some. I wanted to say, we told you so.
We're not trying to
it's not a sales pitch.
We're not trying to sell these things, they just sell.
They sell.
They taste delicious, they definitely taste like the real thing. Are they as macro friendly? No. Are they a bit fat? Absolutely. Is anyone eating them for health benefits? Definitely not.
No.
But they do taste delicious.
Absolutely. Again, on the confectionery/protein bars, one that is going really well, something a little bit different from our friends at Optimum Nutrition Australia, is the Optimum Sticks. So these are like the premise of them behind them was like a Twix bar, so sort of like that crunchy-ish texture. Flavors are awesome, 2 different sizes, so a single sticks and a twin sticks pack. Still macro friendly, all that sort of stuff. Again, a nice little treat, but yeah, very convenient in the 1 and 2 serve size. 3 flavors, milk chocolate caramel, dark cherry coconut, and I think it was just a milk chocolate nougat. Again, hats off to them. Great job.
Yep. Do a good job.
So they're the new products that have landed for this week, or this week / couple of weeks. Move on to like our 3 biggest questions that we're getting asked at the minute. Like number 1, straight off the bat, is the new formula of Total War shit?
In those words, was something we're going to get asked. Everyone assumes that the predecessor was the better product. DMHA is out. What's it been replaced with, or has it just been taken out?
First one was awesome. Second one must be terrible.
So that's certainly not the case for Total War. This plan to make this change has been for some time. We're going to insert an overlay of an image at the top with the date stamp on it when this was manufactured. You'll see it was like in the middle of July.
June, July?
Yes, quite a while back, and that was when we got sample tubs of this. So it's been quite a while in production and formulation. 3 ingredients have gone in and only 1 has come out, so it's been a significant upgrade. The energy is cleaner, the focus is better, it hits you harder, there's no crash like there was for some people with DMHA. Like for me personally, honestly, I never took Total War, rarely took it because...
There's a reason we called it like the DMHA downers. So everyone, I think that ingredient sort of got a bit overhyped and things like that for what it was.
Dirty, it's a bit of a dirty
stimulant. It's a dirty stimulant, and that's why everyone, even in the US now, is starting to manufacture without it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
It's a hype.
It's like the iPhone 6 of stimulants now.
Basically, everyone's going for a cleaner look. But yeah,
if you liked it before, you're going to love it now. And there will be a new supplement review on Total War, complete formula upgrade in the next couple of days, probably within a day of this video.
Yep. All right, one that really gets you up and going. With all the not fad, but all the hype around ketogenic diets and this, all that sort of stuff, a lot of the big companies are now bringing out keto products. Are keto products rubbish?
So keto is just a style of eating. So it's very high fat, moderate to low protein, and no carbs, like trace carbohydrates. A lot of times now there's a bunch of companies releasing keto/BHP salts, and some are quite well put together, some are not so ethical in the way they're promoting them, saying that they will put you into ketosis. The only thing that can put you...
Saying that, I saw one the other day who is marketing, is like, it will put you into ketosis in under an hour.
It's utter dog shit.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you have to be tracking overall caloric intake. So thermodynamics is pretty simple. It's calories in and out. The style of eating is somewhat irrelevant, and all it comes down to calories in and out. If you are in caloric excess, you will gain weight. It doesn't matter what sort of style of eating. You can have all the BHP and keto shit you like. even being in a state of ketosis doesn't mean you're losing body fat. You still need to be in a caloric deficit. You need to increase, the best thing you can do is increase your caloric output so you can actually hang on to muscle tissue. But keto products, you will not see them ever at Spartansuppz for that very reason. There are some okay products that will sort of help the process if you are eating
the diet's got to be there. It's like it will not work if the diet's not there. There is keto proteins out there that are great in terms of like, but keto inducing products, unless you're, it's complete rubbish. Like your diet's got to be on point in terms of like following a ketogenic diet. Ideally fasting beforehand to get into a state of ketosis, all this sort of stuff. So those companies out there are just trying to literally jump on board with a hip and now topic and just trying to capitalise and make some money.
It's a magic carpet, don't write it. We have a saying like that, I think it rings very true, especially for fat loss. Nothing works unless you do. So there's no magic powders that you can take. If there was a product that I think it worked better than most of those, it would be something like a Trojan horse. That's about as close to magic as you're going to get.
Yep.
But yeah, keto products, never ever.
Look, yeah, there's no doubt like those BHB salts and things like that. There is great clinical data on them. There's this, that, and the other. But that's in conjunction with the diet. A lot of people, it's false science. They're taking bits and pieces out of science and trying to market in such a way that you take this product, you'll be in ketosis.
And make it sound more sciencey.
And make it sound more sciencey. Exactly. Whereas, sort of like, if they're marketed in a way as like, following this will increase ketone production, all that sort of stuff, then maybe it's a better sort of product. But the way they're going about it is completely wrong. It's just trying to capitalise. Right. Following on, we're leading into the Australian summer. One that we get hit up with all the time is, why aren't I losing weight? I want to get shredded for summer. Why aren't I losing weight?
Best thing you can do to lose weight is track calories. So download MyFitnessPal in Play Store or iOS, whichever you use. Start tracking and start with yesterday's calories. Enter in everything that you ate, put in the correct amount and so on. One package of that, you can scan barcodes with it. Be honest and be transparent with it, because if you cheat your results, you're only cheating your output as well.
Absolutely.
And once you've been on track with that, then what we want to do is reduce your caloric intake just a little bit. So either you can increase your output or decrease your input. So for girls, decrease caloric input 100 calories, and for guys, 100 to 200 calories, all from carbohydrates. And that's pretty much it. If you're making progress, stick with it. If you're not making progress, you need to make a small change.
None of these drastic changes of going from reducing from 200 calories to reduce 600 calories, 700 or more.
You can't skip. This is chess, it is not checkers. You can't go from like 1 to 5. You have to do step 1, and then when you're ready, then you do step 2. Doing step 2 before, step 4 before you do step 2 is only going to stall your progress, starve off muscle.
Cortisol levels are going to rise. All the negatives, all the positives.
Completely roast your metabolism, and you're basically going to be burnt out in no time. So you're going to be eating far too few calories, and you'll have nowhere to go. The end game is to eat as much as you can, train as little as you can, while losing body fat. Not to work as hard as you can. It's trying to be as lazy as possible.
That's it.
Sounds a little strange, but that's the case.
That's exactly right. So the biggest thing when starting out is like in terms of like tracking calories and things like that. That's perhaps saying like track everything, but don't just sit there and go, okay, I'm tracking things now, and change your diet from what you've been doing from the past weeks, months, years, or whatever. You've got to keep it the same. If you sit there and make a conscious effort to now change it just because you're tracking it, well, your numbers are all going to be wrong. There's nothing to base off. It's not honest. So you just be honest with yourself and just, okay, I ate shit.
Yeah.
Let's put literally
what I put in there. Yeah, be a little bit less shit each week. Small progressions, and aim to be very consistent. The body thrives on consistency. If you give it the same thing, the same sort of foods, roughly the same sort of times, it really loves that. It loves having that same sort of like pattern so it can adapt to it, and we want adaptation. That is the goal. So keep your body guessing. I'm like, no, you want to adapt. Adaptation is the entire reason that we go to the gym. So progress in your training, lift more weights. Don't go too crazy in your caloric deficit.
Yep.
Keep it at a maximum of like 1 to 200 calorie swings. None of this 500 in deficit shit. You will just completely cook yourself.
Yep. And
be patient. Allow, like, if you want to go from 18, 19% body fat for a guy, and you want to get down to like say 10 to 12, allow yourself 10 to 20 weeks.
Yep. Pretty simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
That's it.
That's about it. That's for this week.
For this edition of What's Up with Spartansuppz. If you've got any questions you want answered, please drop them down below, and we will try to get them answered in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button down below, drop a comment with your feedback, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest content. From myself, Patrick.
And myself, Matty.
We're out.
What's that on that beat? Nope.